Good morning, students. Today our topic is statement and its truth value. Okay, any declarative sentence is called a statement or a proposition which is either true or false but not both. Okay, see now in maths, any declarative sentence, if we want to say it is a statement, or another word we can use proposition. How the sentence should be, it should be either true or false but not both. Okay, any imperative sentence such as exclamatory, command and any interrogative sentence cannot be a proposition. Okay, so for example, 3 plus 4 is equal to 8. Okay, it's a sentence. Is it true or not? It is false. So therefore, it is a statement, mathematical statement, or it is a proposition. Okay, next one, 10 minus x is equal to 7. So how it will be? If x equal to 3, this sentence is true. It is correct. Okay, so therefore, it is a statement. When x is not equal to 3, this sentence is false. So either you can get true, the sentence is true, or false, but both should not occur. Okay, so this is a statement or a proposition. Third one, Mount Everest is the highest mountain of the world. So this sentence is true. So therefore it is a statement, proposition in maths. Okay, you see, give me that book. So it is a command. Okay, we can't say it is a true or false. So therefore, it is not a statement. It is not a statement. It is not a proposition. So that's why here I have said any imperative sentence such as exclamatory, command and any interrogative sentence cannot be a proposition or mathematical statement. Where are you going? It's an interrogative sentence. So it is not a statement, or otherwise we can say it is not a proposition. Wish you all success. So it is a one person's wish. Okay. So therefore it is not a, what is it? Statement. It is not a proposition. So any declarative sentence which is either true or false but not both, thus that sentence is called a statement or a proposition. So next one, we are moving to the simple statement. What is simple statement? Any sentence which cannot be split further into two or more statements is called an atomic statement or a simple statement. Okay, simple statement means it cannot be split more. You see that here, the first 3 is a statement we have said. 3 plus 4 is equal to 8. So we can't split it more. So therefore, it is a simple statement. Likewise, the 2 and 3 also, we can't split it further. So therefore, 1, 2, 3 is nothing but a proposition or a statement. Which statement? It is a simple statement. Next one, we are moving to the compound statement. If a statement is the combination of 2 or more simple statements, then it is called a compound statement or a molecular statement. So it's a combination of 2 or more simple statement. It is called a compound statement. You see that here I have given one example. 1 is not a prime number. This is one simple statement. Ooty is in Kerala. It is another simple statement. So using this connective and, we can say this statement is a compound statement. 1 is not a prime number and Ooty is in Kerala. Okay, it is a compound statement. Okay, so we'll come to next. We are moving to the logical connectives. So from the simple statement, if you want to combine 2 or more simple statements, we will have compound statement. For that we need some logical connectives. So the logical connectives are negation. So it can be denoted not, or conjunction. Conjunction means it is and. Next one, disjunction means or. So there are 3 basic logical connectives we are going to use to combine the one or two simple statement to make the compound statements. The first basic connective is negation, not we can say. The second one is a conjunction. The third one is a disjunction. Okay, that is R. So next one, statement formula. A statement formula is an expression involving one or more statements connected by some logical connectives. So statement formula. So we'll go for the statement formula P and Q. What is it? P and Q. P is one statement and Q is another statement. If you use logical connectives and, so here we can write this is and. So this is a compound statement. So P and Q. So we'll use this symbol for and. P and Q. It is a statement formula. So the next one, a truth table. A table showing the relationship between the truth values of the simple statement and the truth values of the compound statement. How the compound statement, it is formed by using these simple statement is called the truth table. So it is a table showing the relationship between the truth values of the simple statement and the compound statement. So okay, we'll go for here. So first one, we are going to write the truth table for not. So how it will be denoted? We will use this symbol. So what is the symbol? We will use this symbol for negation or not. Okay, so now we are going to write the truth table for negation P. If you use this symbol, it is not. So that is the negation of P. So P is first we have to take the simple statement P. Okay, whose truth value is either true or false. So in this way you have to mention P is either true or false. And you are going for the negation P. Negation P means if P is true means its negation is false. If P is false means that its negation is true. Okay. Negation means it is just opposite. What is this? If P is true, the negation P is false. If P is false, negation P is true. Okay. So see that for a simple statement, you will have how many rows? 2 rows. Because its truth value is true or false. The next one, we are moving to the truth table for and. So it's a conjunction. So and what is the symbol? You have to use this symbol for and. Okay. Now we are going to write the truth table for P and Q. This P and Q is a statement formula and we are going to write the relationship between the simple statements and the compound statement. P, Q or simple statement. P and Q, we are using the, what is it, connective, logical connective. So it is a compound statement. Okay, so we are going to write the relation between the simple statements and the compound statement. So this table is called the truth table. Okay, so see now here how many simple statements are there? 2 simple statements. One is P, another one is Q. So how we can make that P? If P is Q, Q also true. Okay, next we can go for if P is true and Q may be false. So we can go for true, 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 false. Next one, false, true and false, false. So 4 rows we can write. So if only one statement, one simple statement is there, so how many rows we can write? 2 rows. If 2 simple statements, one is P, another one is Q means you can make true, true, 1 row, true, false, false, true, false, false. So how you can remember? For P, 2 true, then 2 false. Here 1 true, 1 false. In this way you can write. Otherwise we can remember true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. In this way you can remember. Now we are going to write the truth table for the compound statement P and Q. So P and Q means if both are true only it is true. If P is true and Q is also true means P and Q is true. If any one is true, it is false. So P and Q, what you have to remember? If P and Q both are true only, it is true. The other results are false. Here you will have only one true, so it is false. And here only one true or one false, so it is false. P and Q is false. So both are false, it is false. So how you have to remember and? So and means P and Q means both are true. P and Q both are true. P and Q is true. Otherwise it is false. Okay, next we are moving to the truth table for R. So what the symbol we will use? We will use this V. So V symbol we have to use for R. Okay, truth table for P or Q. So here how many simple statement? Two simple statement. One is P, another one is Q. So we have to write four, row. So first true, true. Next one true, false. Next false, true. And you have to write false, false, isn't it? Okay, so P or Q means if either P is true or Q is true or both are true, it is true. So three cases, either P is true or Q is true or both are true, it is true. So see the first one here, P and Q both are true, so it is true. P or Q is true. What I have said previously, three conditions, either P is true. So here P is true, so it is true. Here your Q is true, so therefore it is true. And both are false, so therefore it is false. So P or Q means what? Any one is true. Either P is true or Q is true or both are true, it is true. Otherwise it is false. So these are the basic truth tables you should know. Then only we can do the problem. They are very simple. So next one, we are moving to the conditional statement. Okay, so the conditional statement of any two statements P and Q is the statement if P then Q. Okay, so the conditional P and Q are simple statements. So the conditional statement of these two simple statements is nothing but if P then Q, and it is denoted by P implies Q. So P implies Q means it is a conditional statement. What's the meaning? If P then Q. In the conditional statement, P is called the hypothesis or antecedent and Q is called the conclusion or consequence. Okay, so now we are going to write the truth table for P implies Q, that is the conditional statement. Okay, so here there are two simple statements, so we have to write four rows. So it is true, 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 false, and false, true, and false, false. Okay, so look at this. Now we are going to write the truth value for P implies Q. So we have, when you are saying, you can say P implies Q, but meaning is if P then Q. Okay, only one condition. You see, if P is true and Q is false, it is false. So keep that in mind. P implies Q means if P is true and Q is false, then it is false. Otherwise, it is true. Okay, you see that? What I have said, P is true. So here, in both the cases, your P is true. But what I have said, and Q is false. So which condition has to come? This case. When P is true and Q is false, it is false. Otherwise, everything is true. Okay, so the conditional statement means the first one, where the first statement you have to see. The first statement should be true. The second statement should be false. So TF, if we have, you have to write false. Otherwise, it is true. So here what you have to write, P implies Q. Here it is true. Here also true. Here also true. So it is easy to remember. P implies Q means the first statement P, how it should be? True. The second statement Q, false. Both TF, if it occurs, your P implies Q is false. Otherwise, it is true. That is the truth table for P implies Q. This is called the conditional statement. So the next one, we are moving to the biconditional statement. Bi means it is two biconditional statement. So we'll take two simple statements P and Q. The biconditional statement of any two statements P and Q is the statement P if and only if Q. What is it? P if and only if Q, and is denoted by P. We have to use both the sides arrow mark. Conditional statement means one side arrow mark, that is P implies Q. But here biconditional statement means P if and only if Q. So now we are going to write the truth table for biconditional statement, that is P if and only if Q. So if and only if Q means both the sides we have to put arrow mark. So it is a two simple statements. So we have to go for 4 rows: true, 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 false, next one, false, true, next, false, false. So first we have to fill this. So it's a biconditional statement. So both P and Q having the same truth value, it is true. So P and Q, biconditional, both the sides arrow mark is there. So P and Q having the same truth value means this biconditional statement is true. Otherwise it is false. You go for the first one. P is true and Q is true. Both the truth values are same. So therefore the biconditional statement is true. And you see here the last one. Here also F, here also F. So both having the same truth value. So here also you have to write true. Okay. See here in these two cases, one is true, another one is false. They don't have the same truth value. So it is false. Got it clear? So if and only if Q means biconditional statement means both P and Q having the same truth value means it is true. False, false also it is true, because false, P also false and Q also false, both having the same truth value. So it is true, otherwise it is false. Okay, so the next one, exclusive OR or EOR. What's the symbol? You have to use we put above that you have to put a line. Okay, so see that already we have seen the truth table for OR. What is it? The truth table for OR. So here it is a exclusive OR. So you see that what is the truth table for OR? We will use only the symbol, V symbol alone we use. But exclusive OR means above that you have to put a line. Okay, so what's the difference? OR and exclusive OR. There is only one difference. While I am talking about OR, what I have said, if any one is true, that is either P is true or Q is true or both are true, it is true. But in the exclusive OR, in that any one is true, it is true. We are not, but not both. So both are true now, it is false. Okay, got it clear? OR means truth, truth table for OR, we will use either P is true or Q is true or both are true, it is true. But exclusive OR, if any one is true, it is true. If both are true, it is false. Okay, so therefore we are going to fill the truth table. Here it is true, true, and the next one true, false, next false, true, and here false, false. Okay, it is, you see that V above that you will have the line, so it is nothing but exclusive OR. Exclusive OR means any one is true, it is true. But here you see that both are true, so it is false. Okay, but you see the OR, both are true means I have written true. It is for OR. Exclusive OR, both are true, it is false. That is the only difference. And see here P alone is true, so it is true. Here Q alone is true, so it is true. And both are false, so it is false. So there is a difference between OR and the exclusive OR. Okay, so next one, we are moving to the tautology. So tautology means a statement is said to be a tautology if its truth value is always T, irrespective of the truth values of its compound sentence. Okay, so tautology means its truth value is always T. So if the last column of the statement formula contains only T, that statement is a tautology. And we'll go for the contradiction. A statement is said to be a contradiction if truth value is always false, that is F, irrespective of the truth value of its component statements. That is, the last column with respect to the statement formula is false, means that is a contradiction. And the next one, contingency. A statement which is neither a tautology nor a contradiction is called a contingency. Okay, so we'll go for the problem exercise. What is it? 12.2. Let P, it's a simple statement, Jupiter is a planet, and Q, India is an island. So B, any two simple statements give verbal sentence describing each of the following statements. So see now, so this is the question is asked. What is it? It is negation P. So negation P means we have to use not. So what is P? P is a Jupiter is a planet. So we have to write negation P. So that means what? Jupiter is not a planet. Okay. So coming to the next one. P, what is this symbol for? It is for and. So P and negation Q. So what is P? Jupiter is a planet. What is the connective used? And. So and I have used. So negation Q. Q is what? India is an island. Okay, what is negation Q? India is not an island. Okay, so next one. Next verbal sentence, what is given? Negation P or Q. So we have to write the verbal sentence for this description. Okay, negation P or Q. Okay, so negation P. Negation P means Jupiter is not a planet. So this symbol is used for the connective R. So R. Q. What is Q? India is an island. And next P. Here it's a, what is it? Implies negation Q. So it is a what statement? It's a conditional statement. Conditional statement means you have to start with the if. If Jupiter is a planet, then negation Q. So negation Q means India is not an island. At the next, what is it? P, if and only if Q. So what is P? Jupiter is a planet if and only if India is an island. Okay, so we'll move to the second question. What is it? Write each of the following sentences in symbolic form using statement variables P and Q. So see that sentence is given. We have to write the symbolic form. In the first one, what is it? So symbolic form is given. We have written the verbal sentences. So see here. First sentence is what? 19 is not a prime number and all the angles of a triangle are equal. So first one, what is P? 19 is a prime number. That is your P. And what is Q? All the angles of a triangle are equal. So this is P and Q. What is P? 19 is a prime number. And what is Q? All the angles of a triangle are equal. So see here, first sentence, 19 is not a prime number. So this not, it's a negation. So therefore, we have to write negation P. And what is the connective is used? And. What is the symbol for and? You have to use this symbol. And all the angles of a triangle are equal. It is another sentence, that is Q. So it is negation P and Q. Okay, next one. You see the second one. 19 is a prime number. So that is P. Here what is the connective is used? R. So you have to use the symbol for R is this. All the angles of a triangle are not equal. So all the angles of a triangle are equal is Q means they are not equal means it is negation Q. And the third one, 19 is a prime number and all the angles of a triangle are equal. So 19 is a prime number, that sentence is P. Here what is the connective is used? And. So you have to use this symbol for and. And all the angles of a triangle are equal, that is a Q sentence. So it is a Q statement. And the next one, 19 is not a prime number. It's a simple sentence. But what is used? Here it is not is used. So therefore it is negation P. So what we have written the symbolic form of the verbal sentences. And coming to the third one, determine the truth value of each of the following sentences. Okay, so we have to write the truth value. So truth value means if the statement is true, we have to write T. If the statement is false means we have to write F. Okay, see now first one, if 6 plus 2 is equal to 5, then the milk is white. So 6 plus 2 equal to 5 is a P, means milk is white is Q. Okay, but you see the words if, then. So if, then, in which statement it will come? Conditional statement. So if, then is there, so we have to use one side arrow mark. Okay, so that is P implies Q. Okay, so symbolic form of the sentence is P implies Q. Now what is asked? Determine the truth value is asked. So we have to write the truth value. So for that I have written P's statement and Q statement. Then P, what is it? Implies Q. Okay, conditional statement P implies Q. Go to the P statement, which is 6 plus 2 is equal to 5. What is 6 plus 2? It is 8. 8 cannot be equal to 5. So this statement is false. So its truth value is false. So P is false. Milk is white, of course. So Q is true. Okay, so have you remembered the conditional statement P implies Q, what I have said? So you have to learn carefully. P implies Q means if P is true and Q is false, it is false. Otherwise, it is true. So here, what is it? Here you are having false, here you are having true. So therefore, P implies Q is true. So the truth value for the conditional statement is true. Okay, next one. China is in Europe or root 3 is an integer. So first we'll write what is the compound statement? Symbolic form. China is in Europe. So that is P. Here what is the connective is used? R. So the symbolic form of R is this. Root 3 is an integer. Okay, so that is Q. Okay, so we have to write the truth table for P R Q. So P is written and Q and P R Q. Now you see your P. China is in Europe. No, it is in Asia. So the sentence is false. The statement is false. And root 3 is an integer. It's not an integer. So that also false. P or Q. What I have said, P or Q. If either P is true or Q is true or both are true, it is true. Here both are false. So therefore it is false. So therefore the truth value of this P or Q statement is false. Next one. It is not true that 5 plus 5 is equal to 9 or Earth is a planet. So see that this sentence is, that is 5 plus 5 is equal to 9 is one sentence. That is denoted as P. But here what is used? It is not true that. So therefore it is negation P. Here what is the connective is used? R. So therefore R symbol I have written. Earth is a planet is another simple statement. So it is named as Q. So what is it? It is negation P or Q. So for that first I'll write P, Q, two say what is that simple statements. Then here I need the negation P. Then Q already is written here. You need not write here. So next we can go for negation P or Q. Okay. So go to the first P statement. What is it? P statement, not negation P we are going. We are going only P statement. What is P statement? 5 plus 5 is equal to 9. Is it true or false? What is 5 plus 5? It is 10. 10 is not equal to 9. So it is false. Sorry, here P is false. Because what is P? 5 plus 5 is equal to 9. That is your P. So therefore here P is false we have to take. What is it? Here false. P is false. And Q, Earth is a planet. So that is true. Okay. So next what is here? It is asked negation P. So P is false means negation P is true. So here you have to write true. And Q already we have written it is true. So what is negation P or Q? R means either any one is true, either P is true or Q is true or both are true, it is true. So therefore true, that is true. So therefore the truth value of negation P or Q is true. So the next one, we are moving to fourth subdivision. 11 is a prime number and all the sides of the rectangle are equal. So first sentence is what? 11 is a prime number, that is your P. What is the connector was used? And. So I have used the symbol for and. Okay, all the sides of a rectangle are equal, that is another simple statement. So that is Q. So it is P and Q. So we'll go for P, Q and P and Q. So coming to the P sentence, P statement, 11 is a prime number. Yes, of course it is a true. And all the sides of a rectangle are equal, that is false, because what is it? Opposite sides only equal. So here it is given all the sides of the rectangle are equal. So therefore it is false. And means what it is? Both are true. If P and Q both are true, only it is true. Otherwise it is false. So therefore here only one true is there, another one is false. So therefore P and Q is false. So the truth value of this sentence is false. Okay, next one, fourth one. Which one of the following sentences is a proposition? So already the starting I have said proposition. A declarative statement is called a proposition, means either its truth value is true or false, but not both. You see that 4 plus 7 is equal to 12. What is 4 plus 7? That is 11. So 11 is not equal to 12. So this sentence is false. So it is a statement or a proposition in maths. Okay, what are you doing? It is an interrogative sentence. So it is not a proposition. And 3 power n is less than or equal to 81. N belongs to natural number. So it is a proposition. Okay. Peacock is our national bird. So yes. So therefore it is a proposition. How tall this mountain is? It's an exclamatory sentence. So it is not a proposition. So proposition or statement means either its truth value is true or false, but not both. Okay, so we'll come to the conditional statements. So already we have seen one conditional statement, P implies Q. That is, if P then Q. There are 3 types of conditional statements are available. One is a converse statement. What is a converse statement? It is Q implies P. Okay, conditional statement, the first one, if P then Q. It is a converse statement. That is, Q implies P. That is, if Q then P. Like that. So inverse statement means both are negative. You look at this. Negation P implies negation Q. Or if negation P, then negation Q. That is called the inverse statement. And the next one, contrapositive statement. That is, negation Q implies negation P. If negation Q, then negation P. So there are 3 types of conditional statement. You see the fifth one, write the converse, inverse and contrapositive of each of the following implications. The first one, if x, y are numbers such that x is equal to y, then x squared is equal to y. So first we have to understand which is P and which is Q. What is P? P is x is equal to y, where x and y are numbers. Okay, you see that the conditional statement here, if then is given. Okay, it's a conditional statement. So what is P statement? X, y are numbers such that x is equal to y. That is a P statement. And what is the Q statement? X squared is equal to y squared. That is a Q statement. Okay, now what you have to write? Converse. What is converse means? Q implies P. What is Q now? X squared is equal to y squared. So I have taken it's a conditional, everything is a conditional statement, so we have to start with if x and y are numbers such that x squared is equal to y squared, so q I have written, then x is equal to y. That is the converse statement for this. Next one, we have to write inverse. Inverse means what? It is negation p implies negation q. So negation p means what? X is not equal to y. Negation q means x squared is not equal to y. So while you are writing sentence, if x and y are numbers such that x is not equal to y, then x squared is not equal to y squared. Okay, next one, contrapositive statement. What is it? Negation q implies negation b. So if, what is q? Q is x squared, x squared is equal to y squared. What is negation q? X squared not equal to y squared. So if x and y are numbers such that x squared is not equal to y squared, then x is not equal to y. So because here it is a negation p. So that is the converse, inverse and contrapositive sentence of the given conditional statement. You see, one more subdivision is there. What is the second subdivision? If a quadrilateral is a square, then it is a rectangle. So here conditional statement is given. From that you can write what is P and what is Q. What is P? A quadrilateral is a square. That is the one simple statement which is called as P. Then next one, what is Q? It is a rectangle, or the quadrilateral is a rectangle. That is a Q. So here you have to write the converse. Converse means what? It is Q implies P. So Q implies P. Otherwise, if Q, then P. So what is the first one? First one, you have to use if. What is Q? A quadrilateral is a rectangle. So therefore, if a quadrilateral is a rectangle, then it is a square. Okay. Inverse means what? It is negation P implies negation Q. Or if negation P, then negation Q. So negation P is what? A quadrilateral is not a square. So conditional statement means you have to use if. If a quadrilateral is not a square, then it is not a rectangle. Next one, we have go for contrapositive statement means it is negation Q implies negation P. Go to Q. A quadrilateral is a rectangle. So what is negation Q? If a quadrilateral is not a rectangle, then negation P you have to write, then it is not a square. So converse statement means Q implies P. If Q, then P. Inverse statement means if negation P, then negation Q. Contrapositive statement means if negation Q, then negation P. Okay, so these are for the one word. So next we are moving to the sixth problem. Construct a truth table for the following statements. Okay, see that first. Negation P. See, negation P is a symbol for and negation Q. So negation P and negation Q. So first what you have to write, while you are writing the truth table, we have to write the simple statements first. So here negation P, negation Q is used. So therefore you have to write first the simple statement P. Next you have to write Q. Next it has to be splitted as a simple statement. So negation P, negation Q, and the last one negation P and negation Q. Okay, so see that two simple statements. So therefore you have to write true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. This you have to fill. Negation P means what? What is negation P? What is the truth table? So if P is true, then negation P is false. So here true, here you have to write false. So in the same way here also P is true, so negation P is false. Here in this case the P or false, so you have to write negation P or true. In the same way you have to write the negation Q. You look at your Q. If Q is true means negation Q is false. If Q is false means negation Q is true. Likewise you have to fill the negation Q. Now you have to look at which one? Negation Q. So negation Q is in the third column. And next one negation Q. Negation Q is in the fourth column. So for that, for both, you have to, in between, what is the connective is used? And. So you have to look at the third column and the fourth column. Now you have to use and. So and means what it is? Both are true only it is true. Otherwise it false. So look at this. Both are what? False. So it is false. Here both are not true. One is true. So it is false. Here also one is true. It is false. So the last only both are true. So it is true. So in this way you have to fill the truth table. Okay. Coming to the second one. What is it? The question given us negation of P and negation Q. What is it? Negation of P and negation Q. The bracket are very, very important. So for that we have to write only two simple statements. So P and Q. What is needed? Negation Q is needed. Next you have to write P and negation Q. So the last one is the negation of this P and negation Q. So I have filled the P and Q is what? True, 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 false, false, true, false, false. 4 rows you have to write. Negation Q, you know very well. If Q is true means negation Q is false. If Q is false, you have to write negation Q is true. So here you look at this P and negation Q. So which column you have to see? P. So it's the first column. And negation Q is the third column. So you have to see the first and the third column. You should not see the second column. Okay, so you just hide it. Second column, you just hide. You have to see only the first and the third column. In between, what is the connectives used? This is the symbol for and. So and means what? Both are true only it is true. So find out where is both are true. Here in the second case only both are true. So both are true means it is true. Look at the first case, one is true. Third case, both are false. And the next one is true. So and means both are true only it is true, otherwise it is false. So here you have to write false. Here also you have to write false. Here also you have to write false. Next one, we have found this term. The bracket term we have found. For that you have to write the negation. So therefore the bracket term is here. Negation means if this term is false, here its negation is true. And this term is true means here its negation is false. Next it is false means here it is true, here also true. This is the truth table for this negation of P and negation Q. And the third one, you see that P or Q or negation Q. Okay, see that here P, Q is written. Next the bracket term P or Q is written. Next I have found the negation Q. So we have to split as a simple statements. Next you have to write P or Q or negation Q. See that? So we have to fill up P and Q. So true, 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 false, false, true, false, false. Here what is it? P or Q. So P is in the first column and Q is in the second column. In between you are having R. R means what? Either P is true or Q is true or both are true. So here both are true, so it is true. Here P alone, P is true, so it is true. And here Q is true, it is true. But here both are false, so it is false. Here you have to write negation Q. So you have to see the second column, that is Q, and you have to write the negation Q. So it is false, true, false, true. Next you see that P or Q is in the third column and negation Q is in the fourth column. So for the third and the fourth column, you have to use the connective, what is it? R. So see that P or Q is in the third column and negation Q is in the fourth column. In between what you are having? R. R means what? Either P is true, that is the first one is true, or the second one is true, or both are true, it is true. So here the first one is true, so it is true. Here both are true, so it is true. Here the first one is true, so it is true. Here the second one is true, it is true. So therefore this is the truth table for this compound statement. So coming to the fourth subdivision, negation P implies R and P if and only if Q. Okay, see the compound statement. The compound statement first has to be split as a simple statement. So you have to write the column wise each simple statement you have to fill it. See that P, Q and R, 3 simple statements are there. So it is not only P and Q, P, Q, R. So you have to write 8 rows. So see that P alone, only one simple statement, you have to write 2 rows. 2 simple statement, that is P and Q comes, you have to write 4 rows. But 3 simple statements, if it occurs, you have to write 8 rows. How to fill the 8 rows? You look at your P. So 4 trues continuously you have to write, then 4 false. For Q, 2 true and true, 2 false. You have to write continuously. You see that true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false. Then R, 1 true, 1 false. You have to continuously you have to fill up. If you fill up, you will not forget anything. Okay, so PQR, how to write P in the column P? 4 trues continuously you have to write, then 4 false. For Q, 2 true and 2 false you have to write alternatively. And R means 1 true, 1 false. Okay, see now here first what is needed? Negation P. So I have found a negation P. Next first I have evaluate the first bracket. So negation P implies R. The next one, P if and only if Q. That is the next one. Next you have to combine using the connective AND. Okay, so see that negation P, what you have to see the first column, that is P. So negation P means it is true. If P is true, you have to write false. So therefore first 4 are false and the next 4 are true. That is negation P I have found. You see that here negation P implies R. So conditional statement. So negation P is in the 4th column, this one. And negation R is in the 3rd column. So you have to see only the 3rd and the 4th column. So here what is that? Conditional statement. If negation P, then R. So for the conditional statement, I have said one condition. What is that? The first one is true. The first statement is true and the second statement is false. TF if we have, so you can write it is false, otherwise it is true. So first statement is what? Negation P. Negation P, it should be true. So here you are having 4 trues are there. So 4 has to be considered. The first statement is true and the second statement is false. You see that? Here the second statement is false where it has come. So here you will have and here also you will have. So the first statement is true and the second statement is false. So for that you have to write false. Here also first one is true, the second one is false, so it is false. Otherwise everything is true. So for this conditional statement, if negation P, then R. So what you have to search? You have to search TF. So this is the first one. So here you have to see only T. What is the second one? You have to see the false. So therefore TF and TF you have written false. For other things it is true only. So here you have to write what is it? True, 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 true. Here also true, here also true. So this is the one. First if you fill up TF is false means the other thing you have to write as what is it? True. Okay. So next P if and only if Q. Double side arrow mark is there. This is the biconditional statement. While you are talking about the truth table, I have said both having the same truth value, it is true. Otherwise it is false. Okay. You look at this P and Q. So first and the second column only you have to see. So here you see that both are having the same truth value, so it is true. Okay, next one. Here also same truth value, it is true. But here it is different, so it is false. And here also it is different, so it is false. So next one, here also different, it is false. Here different, false. Here both are same. Both are same truth value, so it is true. And here also they are same, so it is true. So biconditional statement, both having the same truth value. You look at this. This statement is in the 5th column and this is in the 6th column. In between what you are having? And. So and means what I have said, both are true only, it is true. So therefore here both are true, so it is true. And both are true, so it is true. Here one is true, so it is false. Here also false. Here also false. Here both are false, so it is false. And means both are true only, it is true. So here both are true, so it is true. and here it is a false. So this is the truth table for this one. Okay, so thank you students.